Now, as you can see, this four-sided black Victorian lantern has a hinged door, and we've now wired our brass bayonet B22 bulb holder using a standard 3-core flex, and this should be done by a competent person or an electrician or tradesperson. And if I just undo the bulb holder here, just so you can see the bulb holder all wired in. And we tend to do this while the lantern is on the ground, as it's a lot easier than doing it when the lantern is mounted on top of the lamppost. We're often asked, what is the ideal bulb to use within a Victorian lantern? Well, firstly, you have to decide on the bulb holder you're going to use. By default, we supply a bayonet cap B22 bulb holder. Alternatively, we can supply an E27 Edison screw-fix bulb holder. And in a lantern of this size, ideally you need a bulb which is in proportion. Here we've got a 4-watt LED glow bulb. That will output at about 320 lumens, which will give us a good area of light coverage. And we've opted for an amber or warm white coloration, which gives us those tones which would be similar to an original Victorian gas lantern. Now, with each lamppost set, we supply you with a special hex key, and you'll need this because this is the only hex key which will fit the fixing points which are on the lamppost itself. Now, the lantern has 4 fixing points on the frog collar. You'll need to slacken these off in order to slide the lantern over the lamppost spigot. It's best to do this at ground level, and then we'll lift our pole and lantern up and slide them into the lamppost base.